What's that you got cooking?
Apple dew stew with apple dews.
Didn't we have that yesterday? Or the day before?
No. Yesterday, it was baked apple dew with apple dews, and the day before, it was fried apple dews.
With apple dews. I remember now.
Sorry, I'm doing what I can to switch up our meals. But in my defense, we have a pretty limited set of ingredients.
Hey, I wasn't complaining. I'm glad that you're doing the cooking. Otherwise, I'd be eating, I guess, apple juice.
Oh, did you have a chance to look at the engine?
Yeah, it does seem like it took some damage upon landing, but I should be able to fix that real quick.
Awesome.
Your butt's awesome.
Say it again to my face. Oh, with the lights off? Works for me.
No, I didn't do that. We must have run out of flow.
Weren't you supposed to charge up the nest today?
Excuse me if I was working on the engine. I can't do everything.
No worries. I'll go get some more outside. If I'm lucky, I'll stumble upon something to spice up the apple dews.
I'll come with you.
All good. This should last us a few days.
Now it's our turn to fill up.
Huh?
I'm hungry.
Done. Roasted apple dews with apple dews.
I can't tell if you're actually excited about this, or if you just enjoy seeing me suffer.
How long do you think this is gonna last?
The flow? Well, if we keep our consumption in check, I think a few days.
No, I meant us. Us here. How long until they come get us?
Do we have to talk about this?
We are going to need to at some point. We need to be prepared. We need a plan.
I'm planning on finishing my plate without hearing about the apiary. Is that okay?
Okay. Okay.
And FYI, you are the one that ruined the mood, not me. Wow. These floating islands are really something.
Yeah. Never imagined I would ever see this. Do you think it's time to go to bed?
If you say so.
You?
All right, let's talk about it. Fine.
I was just gonna ask if you could switch off the light.
Oh,
You've been mulling it over this whole time?
of course I've been mulling it over this whole time. Thank you for adding one more thing to my mind.
Hold on. Are you telling me you hadn't thought about it before?
You know what? No, I hadn't thought about it. I'm trying not to think about the apiary. Enjoy what we have here, even if it isn't much. Do you really think that they can come get us here?
If we could take the flow bridge here, then so can they.
But there's no way they can know where we are. Is there? I cut off the autonav, the astrolock. Even the landing was all manual.
I'm just saying, let's prepare for the worst.
At worst, I kill them.
Whoa, you.
What? If that's what it takes not to go back, I'll do it. No problem. Kill them, steal their ship. By the time they send more guys, we'll be far away.
You're seriously not considering...
Maybe not. Maybe I am. At worst, we'll know.
You're scaring me.
Oh, come on. You're totally safe. You're my teddy bear.
I'm not sure how I should take this.
Well, take me in your arms for a start.
You aren't dressed yet?
I put on my pajamas.
I mean, to get out.
Well, see, I was just wondering, do we have to get out? Can't we just hang in the nest for once? Lounge around, read a book, watch a movie?
We don't have movies.
Right, sure, but you know what I mean.
You can stay if you want. You get some rest, and I'll gather provisions. I don't mind.
But staying here alone sucks.
So, you'll come with me?
Or you could stay.
And you go get food?
What? No?
Then, who?
All right. Never mind. I'll get dressed. Let's go.
Do you remember where the apple juice were?
Could we try and pick something else for a change?
Is it me, or is the ground shaking?
It's shaking. It's shaking a lot. Is it over?
Seems like it. Anything broken?
No, I don't think so. Well, except...
Oh, I think the nest is done.
Yeah, but that's our home.
That's true. It is our home. Look, we can always search the islet, try and find a way to get to the other side.
Such as...
I don't know. A rope, a jetpack, spring-loaded shoes, anything.
And if we don't find it?
If we don't find... I don't know. That's why we'll have to find something.
Okay. I don't like walking.
Some things are worse than walking. Like running.
That's true. I can't even remember the last time I ran.
Thank you, technology.
I think I found something.
Huh?
Call me crazy, but this looks like a Bluton.
Yep, it looks like a flow bridge. Kind of like the one we took to get here. But smaller?
Is that possible?
Why not? We still don't really know how the flow bridges work in space, but if the phenomenon can happen on a macro scale, then why not on this one? If there can be flow between two planets, why not two bits of a planet?
Okay. If this really is a flow bridge, I'm not sure what we're waiting for.
What?
Flow bridges are linking one place to another, right? So this one definitely leads someplace.
Wait, you want to just get on there without knowing where it goes?
It goes elsewhere. I think that's as good a start as any.
Huh.
Do we have everyone? Okay?
Here.
Then we're good.
Looks like we're on another islet.
Yeah. The bridge seems to be a link between the islets. If there are any others like this, we may be able to get back to the nest.
Do you see what I'm seeing?
A big ugly lizard?
No, the mushrooms on its back. Looks like a type of Hygrus cybrubescens.
Ah. Is that good news? Like, can we eat it?
Oof, not at all. Unless you're looking for a quick way to unload your kidneys. But don't you find that symbiosis amazing? The movements of the lizard are helping spread the spores. As far as what the lizard is gaining, I'll have to study that closer.
Maybe it doesn't even know. Maybe we should tell it.
No way. You don't get in the way of Mother Nature's plans.
I'll make sure I remember that next time you have salad stuck in your teeth. Have you ever seen such a thing?
No, never. Must be an endemic species. I wonder if it's edible.
Only one way to find out.
Yes, you're right. I'll pick up some berries and run some tests. First, we'll need to observe any cutaneous reactions. Then we'll cook them to eliminate bacteria.
It's peppery.
You did not.
Go ahead, try it. I'm sure you'll love it.
Oh yeah, that is peppery.
Lightweight. Off we go. Let's pick these.
I'm not sure these will go great with the apple dews. But where there's a meal, there's a way.
You know what doesn't go great with apple dews? Apple dews. Wow, that's... Actually, what is that?
We should take a closer look.
Any idea what's underneath our feet, Mr. Geologist?
I'm a biologist.
Isn't that the same thing?
Biology, the living, geology, the rocks.
And what makes you think this is not living, pray tell?
It looks like a dust deposition. Some kind of rust. And it looks like this kind of rust is particularly sensitive to flow.
What?
Look beneath your feet.
Oh, there's vegetation underneath. It was probably smothered.
Good thing we came this way. We should find the nest if we keep going north.
Explain to me how you know which way north is on this planet?
We should find the nest if we keep going straight ahead.
Thank you. I thought this planet was supposed to be a desert.
Deserted, not a desert. According to the archives, a colonization plan had been considered by the apiary, with Exonova as the main provider. But the planet was eventually classified as inhospitable.
Let me guess. High seismic activity?
I don't know. The file doesn't say anything about that.
I hope we don't have any more unpleasant surprises. We're here! We found the nest!
But in what state?
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. There is no way this thing is flying again.
Don't say that. You could make a rock fly with the right tools.
Well, maybe. But not this one. Both wings are wasted. The propellers were ripped off. And I'm not even done checking the inside.
We weren't really planning on leaving, were we? We don't really have another place to go anyway.
I'm tired. Why are we always so unlucky? Why are you laughing?
Hold on. We decide to escape the apiary, which apparently no one has managed to do before us. We punch in some coordinates really at random, only because some obscure document from Exonova vaguely attested to the existence of a habitable planet. By some kind of miracle, we cross the boundaries of the apiary without getting caught. We travel across space in a Class D ship that is totally not designed for that. And in spite of the fact that this is not all-terrain, we land without breaking anything. We find food and flow on site even though we hadn't really planned for it. Finally, we get hit with an earthquake, all right, but we get out of it unscathed. The only real consequence is that the nest is a little bit busted. And you think that we're unlucky? We are the luckiest people in the universe.
That's one way to see it.
This planet is our chance to start a new life. With our own rules. Away from the apiary, from the matchmaker and all that loot. And I'd rather endure 1,000 earthquakes than risk being away from you.
What did you say this planet was called again?
Source.
Source. The beginning of something.
Seems like it.
Whoa. What a mess. And now the nest is all akimbo. This feels weird.
Yeah. We'll need to find a way to correct that. But it can wait until tomorrow. I think we've had our share for the day. We deserve some time to relax. If you know what I mean.
You can do whatever you want, but I am going to bed. I'm not hungry.
I never thought I would hear you say that in my whole life.
I guess my stomach has a deep connection to the nest condition.
Do you want to tidy up a bit?
No. Tomorrow. I don't feel strong enough right now.
Huh? You okay? You? Wake up! It's okay. I'm here. That was just a nightmare. Everything's fine.
That wasn't a nightmare.
Sure it was. Rest easy.
No! I was awake. I could hear you. I just couldn't move or yell. I couldn't breathe. It was horrible.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
For real?
It used to happen when I was a teenager. You feel something weighing on your stomach?
Yeah. On my chest. What was it?
I don't know. I used to call it the ball, because sometimes it felt like a huge ball was crushing me.
Oh. No, that didn't happen to me.
I wouldn't wish it upon you. For me, it resolved itself when I left the foster home. For you, it may be related to the nest.
But I don't want to leave the nest.
That's not what I meant. You're stuck to the bed. The nest is stuck to the ground. There must be something in that. You've been flying in this thing for years. I bet you're upset to see it in this condition.
No kidding. Which means that if we fix up the nest, this'll all go away?
Could be. Worst case scenario, the nest will be fixed.
Yeah. Well, I hope we'll eventually find the missing parts then, so I can get fixed up too.
All right. Now we can see a lot clearer.
Yeah, we're not there yet, but that should do the trick for now. Now we just need to figure out how to level the nest. The tractor globe is probably done charging. Let's bring it outside.
Do you think it'll be enough to lift it?
I hope so, because I have no idea what else we can do. What if we grabbed a little snack for the road?
Huh. Sounds good. I'll bring the first aid kit as well, just in case.
Did it move?
No, I don't think so.
Bulging bloot! Ugh, it's over. It's not going back straight. We'll never be able to fix it. We are condemned to living on an incline in a broken ship forever, until our body adapts and one of our legs starts shrinking to even us out.
That's not how things work.
I know that's not how things work. Nothing is working the way it should, especially not this bloating tractor globe.
Poor thing is doing what it can. It wasn't designed to lift ships in the first place.
I know, but I was hoping it would go the extra mile. Right now, the batteries drain out even before lifting the nest off the ground.
What if we plugged it into a flow spring?
I thought about that, but we'd have to be able to seal the pipe shut. Unfortunately, I don't think they make gaskets for flow springs from a distant planet.
Perhaps we can make one.
With what? Paper mache?
Remember yesterday when I told you that rust scatters when it comes in contact with flow? We could use that feature to sculpt the gasket out of pieces of rust.
You could do that?
I don't think I could sculpt a nude statue of you or a super complex component, but molding a gasket? That seems doable.
That's awesome!
Hold on, let's not start pushing before the panties are pulled down.
Excuse me?
You've never heard of that saying?
No.
Must be a truth thing then. That means let's not celebrate before we...
Yeah. I got it. Anyway, how much rust do you need in order to pull the panties down?
I don't know. 4 or 5 blocks like those we already got?
Okay, so let's try and find that.
Be careful. These creatures don't seem to be in their right mind.
I did notice that.
And now he's back to being sweet. Seems like it was the rust that made him aggressive.
Any idea why?
It could just be because they're uncomfortable. If the rust hurts them, that would explain why they're turning violent. But it doesn't explain why they're attacking us and not fighting amongst themselves. Maybe the rust is taking over their nervous system in some way, like a parasite. Or maybe it's because of pheromones.
You can also say, I don't know. I'd understand.
Okay, I don't know.
You hear that, Oink? You're a scientific mystery. Oink. His name is Oink now.
Are we the lucky ones?
What are they?
You've never heard of boba nuts? They're one of the most nutritious nuts. 25% carbohydrates, 50% protein, 75% lipids.
That adds up to 150%.
Precisely. A great mystery of modern science.
You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
Maybe. But once you have a taste of my boba salad, you will forget all about it.
Why'd you stop?
I have a stowaway on my sleeve.
A bug?
Better. A seed. It must have hooked on when we brushed past the plant.
And it just so happens it chose the one with the green thumb. Clever seed.
Natural selection doing its work?
Do you think you're gonna plant it?
What do you think?
Yeah, I don't even know why I asked.
If we find enough of them, we could start a little vegetable patch at the nest.
I vote yes.
Motion approved unanimously. Just need to find some more seeds.
Easy enough, don't you think?
Not so sure. If these plants have few natural predators, they might have somewhat of a slow reproductive process. We'll just need to keep an eye out.
You can count on me. What?
Nothing. I just can't imagine you spotting seeds right out of the wilderness.
Says the guy who's incapable of finding his stuff when it's right under his nose.
That's not the same. I mean, plants are kind of my specialty.
So? I know what a seed looks like, don't I?
Certainly.
I'm sure I'll find more than you.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Wanna bet?
Don't tempt me. Ha! Another seed. 2-0 is a pretty good start.
Hey, the first one didn't count.
What? Why didn't it count?
We hadn't started the contest.
Okay, 1-0. But that's only because I know I'll win.
And that is exactly what will cause your downfall.
I think that's enough rust to cobble up your Tractoglobe joint.
Are we leaving then?
Ready when you are.
You know what? Walking is nice too. That way, you have time to enjoy all the little bugs crawling around.
I'm not seeing any bugs.
That means we're walking too fast.
So?
Well, it fits. That's a good sign. Let's get this ball rolling. What? Haven't you heard of that one either?
Oh no, I have. It's just a really old-fashioned saying.
Let's get this show on the road.
Okay, that's worse.
Can you just switch on the Tractoglobe, please?
Okay.
It worked!
We did it. Now, we just need to fix up the wings and the turbine and the hypopropellers and...
Don't be so cynical. Getting the nest out of the crevasse was quite a feat.
Huh? No, don't get me wrong. I am genuinely delighted. I love fixing things up. But I don't think we need to get started right away.
That's a relief.
Another thing from home. How many do you think Exanova built before they realized it wouldn't work?
I guess they knew what they were doing. Having worked for them, I can tell you they don't just throw money around.
Knowing my mom, I'm not surprised. Still, though, it shouldn't take years of research and observation to realize that this planet is scattered around like a jigsaw puzzle. You don't just see this and think, ooh, this place is nice. We should settle it.
That's what we did.
But we didn't have much of a choice. Why did my mom never mention any of this to me? I don't think Exanova wins colonization contracts on the regular.
These buildings look kind of old. Your mom may not have been head of the company then. She may not have been with the company at all.
Yeah, that's possible. Still, it's weird.
Agreed. I guess we'll figure it out eventually.
Do you see what I'm seeing?
What?
Straight ahead. An aerial flow thread.
Oh, yeah. Do you think it could carry us all the way up there?
Only one way to find out. Seems like that's the highest we'll get.
That wasn't too far off. Look, there's another bridge over there.
Ugh, but I wanted to go all the way up.
We'll have to lay off the apple dues then.
Do we agree this thing does not look very natural?
Yeah. It's probably satellite debris or a rocket propeller. This part of space is a real dump.
I don't know. This stone circle around it still looks weird to me.
This? These aren't stones. They're Bryums Mollis Mollis. Bloofs, for short.
Bloofs?
Yeah, because when you sit on them, it goes.
Ooh, I like.
Oh.
Huh.
I think I could fall asleep right here. You? You?
Who? What? I told you I'm not going back. Go bloot yourselves!
You. It's me. I think you fell asleep.
Oh, sorry. These bloofs are way too comfortable. You can't leave me here.
If we ever need to sleep under the stars, we'll know where to come.
If you told me one day I'd be millions of lumsec from the apiary watching rocks flying by,
Beautiful, isn't it?
I'd say intriguing. I'm trying to figure out how it works.
I'm pretty sure you don't know how nucleosynthesis works either. But you can still appreciate the stars in the sky.
That's true. It could be worse.
Yeah. Actually, this is all thanks to the matchmaker.
What?
Think about it. Imagine the matchmaker had put us together. We would have spent our boring lives in the apiary without surprise, and we would have never ended up here, together, watching rocks flying by.
This is no joking matter. For all we know, the apiary is hot on our trail right now. If they find us and they bring us back, we'll see how much you want to thank the matchmaker.
That was just a turn of phrase.
Not a good one. All right, come on. Let's go. And done. It's all straightened out. Everything's tidy and clean.
Besides us, that is.
Yeah, we are kinda stinky. Off to the shower then?
Ah, Bloot.
What is it?
I just mopped the bathroom.
Oh. Do you think we can marinate another 10 to 15 minutes in our own filth?
Honestly, can do.
It's kind of a regressive dish, isn't it?
Why'd you say that?
Well, it's a lot of fat and carbs. You're usually more fine dining.
That's true. There's more if you want.
Definitely. 18, 19, 20. Keep on going, my love, you're strong. 21, 22.
You know I'm able to count on my own, right?
Yeah, but I like to watch when you do push-ups. That way I feel like I'm participating.
You could also do push-ups.
No. No need for that. I am naturally muscular.
There's no such thing as naturally muscular.
For real? Arm wrestle?
No. It's a trap. If I win, you'll complain that I hurt your arm. And if I let you in, I'll be hearing about it for weeks.
Ding ding ding! Win by default. See? Naturally muscular.
You?
Yeah?
I see you've brushed your hair in the shower again.
How can you tell?
It's not draining.
Sorry. So, what's this rocky chunk got to say?
Well, for starters, it says it's not a rock.
Really? What is it then? Some kind of metal?
No. It's not mineral or organic.
So, what is it?
Going straight to the hard questions. But that is not how science works.
How does it work then?
First of all, you formulate a hypothesis. Then you build an experiment to test this hypothesis. You observe, and you learn.
Okay, then what have you learned?
That I'm lacking imagination regarding hypotheses? One thing we know for sure is that rust particles scatter immediately when in contact with flow. I'd like to observe this reaction more closely.
You can do that next time. Right now, you should go to bed.
Already? What time is it?
No idea. But I know I'm sleepy. And I want my snuggles before I crash.
Gotcha.
All right. You can open your eyes. Surprise anniversary!
Huh?
I meant to say surprise and then I thought, happy anniversary. I panicked.
Whose anniversary is it?
It's our anniversary. 1 month on Source.
Already?
Yeah, I mean, give or take a few days.
It went by fast.
Yeah, remember the time we almost died crashing on this planet?
And the time we almost died in an earthquake?
And the time we almost died fighting that critter?
I hope this is only the beginning. And that I'll have many more chances to almost die with you.
Aren't you a charmer? So, are you gonna open your present? Well, our present.
Sure. Uh-huh. What is it?
Fermented apple dews. I stuck them in the soaker tub to accelerate the process. I'm calling it Apple Brew.
Do you think that it's any good?
Well, worst case scenario, we just wasted some apple dews. No big deal.
Should we open it now?
We can open it whenever you want.
What are you looking at?
The distance between us and the apiary.
I wouldn't expect it to change.
Exactly. It's comforting. Okay? We need to talk.
Should I be worried?
Yes. No. Maybe. Promise me you won't be mad.
I can't promise anything without knowing what this is about.
It's about your skidding skills. Let's just say that you could use some extra training.
Okay, show me.
You're not mad?
Why would I be mad? I love to learn new things.
That is definitely him. That's Oink.
What's happening, big guy? Why are you here? You missed us, didn't you?
I bet he felt lonely on his empty eyelid.
You do realize that we can't take you along on our journeys, don't you? That would be too exhausting for you.
But you can stay with us next to the nest if you want.
No funny business, though.
Whoa. I'm not sure what his toy did to him, but I wouldn't like to be in its place.
Hold on. Isn't that...
What?
Let's get a closer look.
Doesn't sound like a good idea.
Okay. It would seem that he's not gonna share his toy.
What did I tell you? He left his toy behind.
That's not a toy. Looks like...
Alien machinery. I can't believe it. We have proof before our eyes. There exists, or has existed on Source, a form of intelligence at least as evolved as ours.
Kay?
This is a historic discovery. This is...
Kay!
What?
It's ours.
What?
It's a Draca. Drone for autonomous cartography. Very old tech. The kind we sent out to Beauty before it was integrated to the apiary.
Oh.
Seems like they pondered integrating Source for a while as well. I wonder why they changed their minds.
Could be the fact that this planet is scattered like a puzzle.
Probably was a factor. The Draca may hold some answers.
You're kidding.
No, really. Stuff from that era was built tough. We may be able to boot it back up. Okay. I might have spoken a bit quickly. The flow circuits are completely fried. But, look at what I was able to salvage. The anti-grav chips don't seem to be damaged. I should be able to make them compatible with our boots by tweaking the connectors a bit.
Whoa.
Even better, the mapping module is also working perfectly. If I plug that into the glove's power source, it should... Boom! This should be very helpful for finding our way around the bits of land.
You never cease to impress me.
That's nothing really. These old machines are plain and simple astronautical engineering. Not like the new stuff with boronic nano components everywhere. This is weird.
What is?
It looks like there's also a pre-recorded location on the radar.
What could it be?
I don't know. Little Draca's favorite picnic spot?
In that case, we definitely have to check it out.
Come on, give me your boots. Once I plug in these chips, they'll be like a whole new pair.
I can barely figure out left from right as they are.
I am gonna kill them. I swear I am gonna kill them.
Are you sure you don't want to take a break, get some fresh air?
No! These bloating anti-grav chips aren't the boss of me.
I still don't understand what the problem is.
The problem is, there is such a thing as a standard. And the Borons who designed this drone thought it might be fun to improve this standard. Except, if you take a standard and improve upon it, you get
2 standards?
0 standard. And so now, it looks like I have to machine these boron chips, just so they can fit in these bloating boots.
Anything I can do to help?
No, I'm okay. I'm done.
What? But that was super quick.
Well, yeah, when you have the right tools.
I mean, since you were complaining, I was thinking that it would take a while.
It's a matter of principle. Let's go. We'll see if these work outside. Ready to test these bad boys?
I guess. What are we doing?
Okay, follow the thread as usual, except this time, we should be able to make it till the end.
Woohoo! That's awesome.
You've traveled across space, but floating a few feet above the ground is awesome?
Awesomeness is very subjective, you.
In any case, these boots are working. We should try them with that thread we weren't able to use last time.
Do you remember where it was?
The mapping module certainly does. Well, there's no doubt about it now. Source was clearly colonized. Look at these. They don't look like research outposts. These are clearly dwellings.
I don't understand. Why would Exonova lie in their file?
That's what bothers you? There are tons of reasons people lie. I think the question you should ask is, how was the apiary able to colonize an entire planet without anyone noticing? Where did the people go? What does that mean for us?
That means we're in deep loot. I don't know what happened here, but it's obvious the Apiary Council doesn't want anyone to know about it. If they learned that we made our way here, they probably wouldn't be happy.
Yeah, well, we weren't exactly planning on telling them.
No, that's true.
So, in the end, not much difference. Just looking on the bright side.
You're right. We're gonna need that. Turquoise nodulated cap, semi-resupinate, smooth margin, and hymenium is adnate. Anastomizing lamellae are condylar with sharp and regular marginates. Short viscid stripe, flaring slightly underneath the lamellae. Subric fibrous flesh, tight under the hymenophore yet spongy around the tubes. These are definitely Helicobacinium applanatum.
Are they good ones or bad ones?
Good ones. Very good ones. Not only is Helicobacinium applanatum edible, but it also has healing and immunostimulating qualities. An all-in-one first aid kit.
That's perfect. Let's binge on helicaps and immunostimulate our guts.
Helicobacinium applanatum?
Yeah, like I said, helicaps.
Now what is this?
No idea. But its engine hood would be a great fit on the nest.
Is that even possible?
Yes? Engine hoods are one of the very few standard pieces in the entire space industry.
Someone got all the manufacturers to agree?
No. One manufacturer gobbled all the others.
Same result. All right then, let's go.
Go where?
Well, to the nest. Aren't we taking the hood?
Right now? I was thinking about doing that later. On the way back.
Okay, we'll be back.